Hey everybody, this is pretty much just a video blog. Things have been going on this past week that I've been reading and watching on certain things from the Axe or game trailers with invisible walls and a few other places that I've been reading some interviews and so on. A lot of things that have been going on with the release of Starcraft. Now, please excuse the fan in the background. If you got any ambient sound, sorry. It's not a big deal. I can fix that. Okay? Cool. Alright, anyway, back to the point at hand. Right now, just got off of work, so don't fuck with me. I'm in an irritated mood and I gotta take a shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that part out. Right now, it's just on PC gaming. Now, we're not gonna get into the whole thing of, is PC gaming dead? Do I personally think it is? No. It's not, no. It's not doing well either. It's not doing great, but in order to have consoles and all the technology for your video chips that are going to make your consoles work so much better, guess what? You're going to have PCs, because without it, you ain't got shit. Main topic at hand. What else? The first question I had, or was asked actually, in my opinion, we're going to start with, will Starcraft sell a hell of a lot of PCs with its release? Is it going to be that big of a hit? Well, in the first 24 hours, I think it was, the first 24 hours was 1 million were sold. 1 million Starcraft games were sold. And within the first, what was it? 48 hours, or what was it? 3 days of its, yeah, either 48 or 3 days of its release. Sorry, I'm tired. Ended up being like 1.5 million or something like that. I mean, that's pretty freaking phenomenal. That's awesome. I may have my figures mixed up. Sorry, I am tired. Not an excuse. But will I think it sell a lot of PCs? In my honest opinion, yeah, it's going to sell a hell of a lot. There's a lot that the game does demand. Not for something like mine or, you know, some serious gamers. No, it's not going to demand a lot out of ours. I mean, like I've said in many videos before, I've got a pretty good system. My airflow I need to work on really hard, but other than that, I mean, with most games that you're used to on your consoles, honestly, the games that you have on there don't need shit to run them. The graphics are cut drastically down compared to what you would have on a PC. Darkside Phil, DSP, what he goes by, he did a playthrough of StarCraft. He had bought an Alienware laptop just to run it. And in some areas, even that was a little choppy. Not much, just some small areas, you know, some video footage, whatnot, it became choppy. And that's an Alienware laptop that's made for gaming that he purchased, was very expensive, and he bought. That was having a hard time with it. But will I think it sell a lot of PCs in general? Yes. For the most part, the people who've already bought it are the ones who have got a decent system and don't really need it too much. But it will start to sell a lot of parts due to the fact that not everybody has a great system or a great video card, GPU for that matter, in their computers. I think that's going to help revenue in computers a lot. That'll be huge in my opinion. That's very good. What else? Oh yeah, and it's great for the new and upcoming PC gamers as well. Let me throw that in there, because not everybody's a PC gamer. It'll help throw them in. Not everybody's an RTS fan, like let's say most of us have played Warcraft or Diablo or something like that. The original Starcraft, which we all started off with. I still have the original disc. Just won't run on this my system because it's just too old. But anyway, it'll introduce a lot of new gamers, and that's a very positive thing, especially for us. Considering I do most of my gaming on the PC, like with everybody loves Modern Warfare, whatnot, runs at 60 frames, blah 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 blah. The game is good, okay? I'm going to give it that at best. I don't like Modern Warfare. It's not that great. First 2 hours, I thought it wowed me. After that, it wasn't too special. I'm sure the online, everybody loves to run and knife people. Sorry, it's not realistic. You want to play realistic, get a decent rig, get Arma 2, get Arma Operation Arrowhead, and that'll show you what's real. There is no running around and fucking trying to knife people. There is you sitting 300, 400 meters away trying to kill the fuckers so they don't get close enough to kill you. And yes, there's no this 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 fucking hits before you die bullshit. It's you're hit once and you're down. Not a headshot, nothing else. You're hitting a leg, you're fucking dragging your ass if you can even move. Kind of a thing. It's realistic gaming. The graphics are really, really nice. The gameplay is phenomenal. It's not something you play with only like 16 players. You can play it to 60. Even more than that from what I understand. I'm sure it's laggy. But when I heard there's been some instances, some astronomical numbers, I'm not going to say it because I don't believe it myself, but they've actually played online and it ran pretty good on a private server. But those are, it's what introduces them into that. Granted, not all games are like that. I mean, there are some pretty incredible games that are very simple that you can play on the PC that are just fantastic. Torchlight is one of them. Phenomenal. Torchlight 2 I hear they're bringing out. And also on top of that, the MMO, they're supposed to be working on it with it. So that'll be nice. Another question. What is it? Starting out with the GPUs that we do use for our gaming, and especially our overclocking that we love to do so much. Well, most of us, not all of us. But another thing I have to ask would also, you know, it'll scare a few people, which it will. But not a whole lot. People are nervous about, you know, the products they have to purchase for their computer. A lot of questions from a lot of people who don't have necessarily a computer that's up to par, whatnot. They have a friend. I mean, you can get in contact with people. You don't have to buy this top-of-the-line products that a lot of us do. Granted, I'm not rich in any way, shape, or form. I have spent like $3,000 or $4,000 on my machine. Machines, I should say. Everything else, my laptop, my monitors, TVs, whatnot, and I'll be buying more, I'm sure. But I do work hard for that money. You don't need to spend that kind of money in order to be an actual gamer. You don't have to. Let me try to get that out there. You do not have to spend thousands of dollars and do all the modding, the liquid cooling, which is absolutely insane and awesome. I love it to death, but I can't afford to do that because it's very expensive. But not everybody can do that. Another question, between Blizzard, Valve, this is for myself actually, the question I was asking myself while I was at work, between Blizzard, Valve, and Maxis, ruling the PC like the case of the pie, like a 3-piece pie, like, alright, what's going on in gaming now is like, alright, Blizzard's up here, Maxis is over here, and you're going to have Valve over here. Each one of those do a certain section of like gaming, like Blizzard, RTS and role-playing. Boom, got it. MMOs, that's them. Valve, first-person shooters, and so on. Other great, fantastic games that which they have, exploration and adventure gaming. That's Valve, Steam, and all that. That's all Valve. And then you're going to have Maxis, which is all the simulation and everything else between the Sims, the Sim City, Sim Life, and all that other stuff. They also do quite a few other things which are fantastic, but you notice that none of those try to get in the other one's business. This one down here does not try to do an MMO. It's not going to happen. They see how well they do it, why compete? Let them do it, let them stick to what they're good at. It's not like everybody else in the console wars is everybody's trying to do this or that, everybody's trying to copy Modern Warfare and all that bullshit. That's not the way it works in PC gaming because it wouldn't work. It would be stupid. That would be, you know, suicide for the companies. It really would be. Oh shit. Now I totally screwed that up. Also, and Blizzard's new MMO that nobody's even heard of or speculated too much about. It was brought up in 2008, actually even before that, at a convention that they said flat out that yes, we are working on a new MMO. Are we even going to talk about it or bring up the name or what is it even about? No, they said nothing else about it. The only thing they did say is that it may be out in 2011, 2012, that they'll actually maybe release some content or even bring up the name. Now, I know it's about that time. They should have done it this year, but I'm assuming WoW naturally is doing so fucking well. And with Cataclysm coming out, I think it's going to do even fucking phenomenal. It'll do even better. That's some news from them that I'm hoping to hear within the next year or two. Hoping. New MMO or the stabilization new WoW. Oh yeah, well, since Blizzard's been working on WoW so much, they've learned a lot coming from, for 5 years, 5-6 years now. They have done a lot, they've dominated the area, and they've done very well with it. But also with new IPs that are coming out, they've also, they've gotten everybody motivated to make new IPs. You got Terra, you have Final Fantasy XIV, which is just another increased version of Final Fantasy XI. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better. The graphics naturally are, they're beautiful. I've already done a bench test. I did like 4,700 points on there on my system. I did that, and that was nice. I mean, it's phenomenal. The game is fucking great. It looks beautiful. It really does. But that, you have DC Online, which is another concept that I have to be bringing to another, conversation, another blog I'm going to do on that. But there's so many new. Blade and Soul, another game that's similar. It looks freaking fantastic. A lot of these games do come from Korea, but they are fucking fantastic. Something else that you should be looking into as well on those. Right now, just checking the time. All right, I got a few minutes now, so not too worried about it. And also, question number 5 that was asked to me on my Facebook. It was a message sent to me. Oh shit, I got another message already. Son of a bitch. Oh, Christ. Sorry, excuse me. But,